Some of this, the life is like they knew that one day they will come here to Egypt to see their history. So they explained for us how the people they teach the small kids. As you can see, there is a man sitting here and having in his hand a beautiful papyrus paper, and he used to write by a finger. Around him, the people they showing him all the stuff that he had. Because this one used to be a scribe or a writer, recorded everything of the people. To the other side, you can see the man in Rome, he participated in the Demon household and working with them to making the bread. In front of you also here, there is a pieces of bread. We found it inside the tombs of Egyptian people. So not only the human working, but you can see that the man working in his house and working his life. To the other side, the civilization is coming. To build a strong building like that to reach it to almost about 4 floors. But of course, all the houses, they built it by a mud brick, we didn't find any houses. To the other side, the most important architect in the modern history for the Egyptian people, because the Egyptian time is divided to 3 times. All the kingdom, they are the builder of the pyramid. The new kingdom, they are the builder of Luxor. So this one is called Sinmut, the one who built the temple of Queen Hatshepsut. And this is the tools of engineering that they used to build the pyramid for thousands of years ago. Then here we have the statue of the gods of the Egyptian people. Them looks like a cow goddess. That's called the goddess Hathor, the goddess of fertility. Here, one of the forms of our so we start from the Apollo. He left the country and got away from the country. So the man wanted to die in this country. So he started to send a message for the king to forgive him and make him back to Egypt, to die in Egypt and to get a mummification for his body. So he sent those messages for the king to ask him to forgive him. And the good thing that all this beautiful hieroglyphic inscription that we have here was a part of this creation. Then to the other side, we can see a beautiful tent. This is the tent for the Egyptian princes in the ancient time. One of the normal princes of the Egyptian people, they have a beautiful tent like that, as you can see. Inside the tent, we found a beautiful coffin made of wood and covered by gold. Can you see, and the colors back to almost about 3,800 years and still in the best condition like that. Looks like that you made it last month. Can you see? Can you imagine that this one is back to more than 3,000 years and still in a good condition? A lot of coffins we can see here, and used to be the coffins, a box in a box, like what we have here. A beautiful wooden box, as you can see, used to keep the mummy inside it all the time. So usually the Egyptian kings, they made their coffins from metals like gold, silver, and sometimes they put the gold and silver in a stone coffin, like a granite or a basalt. But here this one, it's one for the supervisor, so it doesn't reach enough like the king. So they made it by wood, but you can see how the beautiful carving and hieroglyphic inscription is perfect.
You have married from a stranger woman as a boy as a crown prince. You must be married from your sister to go to Princess of Love. And he changes a fine art. Did you remember the black statue?
Yeah.
He made a perfect muscles, face, and eyes. But he use a realistic fine art, not idealistic.
To the other side, we can see Mr. Guru.
Good look that he made the picture. He tried, he didn't like the picture.
صباح الفل. عارف احمد زكو
He liked the picture. He didn't my face is like down.
That's here we can see one of the strong made of granite. One of the strong coffins here made of black granite, as you can see. Usually, the Egyptian bodies used to have a special position. Sometimes, one of the main reasons for making a strong army in ancient Egypt, the beautiful chariot that we have here. Even though the chariot is not Egyptian, it was made by some people who came from Asia called the Hyksos. This is the first people who occupied the part of Egypt. But after they occupied Egypt, Egypt was took the beautiful chariot and started to develop the chariot itself to become a military chariot and successfully destroy all the enemies in front of them. But the beautiful thing that the Egyptian people here, even that they're recording here, a beautiful civilization, the key of life, which looks like the cross, but in fact it's not a cross. All this history is before the Christ. So what is the key of life? Key of life is representing the map of Egypt. I mean that the stick here is representing the Nile River. And one of the gods is responsible for opening the mouth for the deceased mummy by this key to back to life, because he believed that they were stopping in front of their king and they were going to make a judgment in front of them, and they will see the papyrus place after here, the justice scene, that the first people believe in it, that he's sitting in front for the Egyptian princes, to sit in the palaces, and if you use the makeup in front of you, you can see the coat of the Malachi, and you can see some of and the books as well, all this still here for more than 600 years. To the other side here, you can see that the medical tools. A whole society all over the ground that you have tools. Inside the temple of the Egyptian, they use praying by taking the music like that. And we have the first song over this small table, and the same tools, the man playing over this one to make a song inside the temple, and they praying by beautiful songs in the ancient times. She had here a beautiful chair. She used to sit in the open chair.
For delivery people. But this is kind of living عندي كله ماذا
To the other side, you can see a beautiful for the so they come to this beautiful 6 steps, 6 hours, 3 stages. So that's what I'm saying.
الماني وده شغال ازاي؟ بهذا
اه بص بص
Now we finish with the part of the Egyptian.
Sorry.
Here, the beautiful time
you remember
human history. And we can see the difference of the art between the Egyptian art, the Egyptian art and the Roman art. The Egyptian people, their art, it's something like a classic art. Have a strong body for a man or a woman standing like that. But the woman for the Greek-Roman time, it's have more freedom for moving in the statue. Even the hair, as you can see, it's completely different for the art. The Egyptian people, they used to have a wig or a long hair and not a short hair like that for the European. But the Greek Roman time have something special. Egyptian people did not have it. They have coins. Egyptian people did not know the money, they did not know the coins. But the Romans are the first people who knew coins. So in the ancient times, the Egyptians used a piece of gold or silver to trade and to exchange. But here we found a lot of coins in Egypt. It's one of the Roman things. You can see a beautiful Roman crown, Roman Empire crown.
Sorry. Keep pushing. Sorry.
Pieces of gold that we can see that the men wearing it in the age of time. But unfortunately, we don't know who is the emperor, even that we have his face, but he doesn't have a name. So that's why we give the name for Dosh, for the place that we found the tomb inside. And here we can see this is one of the small icons. When we go to the church now or later, we will see a beautiful icons back to 1,000 of years. The Egyptian people they succeeded to do it. And you will never surprise that one of the artists who made the icons for the Christian, he was a Muslim man. Okay, one of the famous artists who made the beautiful icons in the church. Artist found himself in a trouble. He used to make a beautiful statue in the Egyptian temples, and he used to make a beautiful icons in the church. But for the Muslim, it's not allowed for them to have a statues or colors or painting in the mosque. So instead of that, the Egyptian artist, he started to make a beautiful art by mixing the wood with ivory, and he named it arabesque. Arabesque, it's an ancient Egyptian art, mixing and made the doors of the beautiful mosques by a beautiful arabesque art like that. Also, this one used inside the mosque, it's called the minbar or the stand, which during the Friday pray, the main pray for the Muslims, the of years ago, and still until now we're still doing it. The hand making carpets that Egypt is number 3 all over the ground after Iran and Turkey to making it a beautiful hand making carpets that we're still making it until now, and it's so expensive to get a carpet like that. Too, we can see a big box, a big wooden box, keeping inside it the Holy Quran. The book of the Quran in the ancient time, it used to be a big box because it's writing by hand. So they put it in a big boxes like that. Also here, to the left side, we can see the beginning of the real and the modern astronomical science that they made during the Muslim time. That we can see that the Islamic scientists, they are one of the first people who are working for the astronomy and looking for the secrets of the stars and the sun and the moon that they come in the books. So after all the people they became rich, they doesn't have a homeless in the street. They doesn't have a poor people in the street. So they built something looks like the hotels today for free for anyone cross from Egypt. He can stay in this city. They can stay for free. One day, he can stay in something like that. It's fine. During this time, having carried more than 40 sabirs made of alabaster like that, and they have rooms inside for the people staying inside for free. And here we can see what I'm talking about. A beautiful piece of the holy Kiswa. Kiswa, or the cover of the holy shrine in Mecca. And as I told you, Egypt was responsible for making that during the Khilafah, or the kingdom for the Muslim, for a very long time, until the time of 1964, which this one was the last one that they used to make it of silk and gold, as they told me, and they sent it to the holy shrine to cover it in the ancient time with a big celebration, and used to be a camel. Have the beautiful inside it, during the time of the rich Islamic life of Egypt. Then here we can see one of the holy book of Quran that they making by handmade. Right. And here we can see one of the modern things that we started to see during the time of 1908. During the time of Muhammad Ali, the Turkish king that I told you about him. This is one of the microscopes that they're using during this time. Because after a few days, we will have the Ramadan. And to know the day that we're going to start to fast in Ramadan, we used to see the moon. If the moon is complete or appear in the sky, we're going to start the fasting in Ramadan. Then here you can see the design of the Egyptian gold. That until now, the ancient style for the Bedouin people, for their dress. The people in the left here, they are a Bedouin people. They living. Who asking me about Siwa oasis? Yes, the style of Siwa. It's the lady here that she's wearing a lot of silver stuff here, and see the golden piece like that you used to wearing it. The gold until now, it's one of the most important things for the Egyptian ladies. Because before we get married, we have to bring a lot of gold for that. It looks like a dowry. Okay? So some people now to see the most attractive thing, the mummies. But before we see the mummies, before you down here, have a look at the beautiful. Look at here. This is a kind of exploration.
So beautiful. So peaceful and for life.
How the Egyptian people identify the mother? How it is carried from the subject of years until now still in the tradition. We found the papyrus documents, medical papyrus documents, so that all medical people all over the